Hi, this is Barrington Miller, and I'm at Canada's Farm Show. And today I'm here with Ken Jackson from VeriGrain. Ken, tell us what VeriGrain does.
So VeriGrain is all about solving the problem of understanding what's in your bin, both in terms of quantity and quality. And the fundamental problem is that most growers don't know with a great level of accuracy what they have for quantity, first of all, but even typically less about the quality. So VeriGrain is a comprehensive solution that starts with ensuring that samples are representative. The next thing is VeriGrain has a digital phone app which tracks the information that relating to the sample, starting with scanning the barcode on the sample container or the bag. And so the whole point of this is to, first of all, make creating and tracking the samples much simpler. Again, getting a representative sample to begin with, so that when the sample is analyzed, it can be accurate. There can be some confidence in the value and the accuracy of that sample. And now, because you've got a digital record, it's very easily shareable with grain buyers and with analytics labs. So at the end of the day, there's really two winners in this. One is the grower has better knowledge of what they have in terms of quality, and so they can go and find optimal pricing for it, optimal markets. And with the difference in, for example, barley, the price between a feed, domestic malt, and international malt, the numbers are substantial. And this is actually, Myers Norris Penny did some research and found that your opportunity to get additional revenue is like $100 an acre if you understand what you have. Okay, so the other winner is the grain buyers, the processors really like what we're doing too, because the information they get from the grower, firstly, the sample is more accurate and more trusted, and secondly, they've got a digital record now, so it simplifies and streamlines their interaction with the samples. But the other thing is that no buyer wants is a truck that pulls into the driveway and it doesn't have on it what they thought they purchased, and that's a bad situation for everyone. So that's a big part of what we do with the grower, the buyers, is to eliminate that situation. So again, we're creating really a kind of a great win-win between the buyer and the grower, which has historically been a little at times a confrontational relationship. So it's really quite a nice solution.
Well, the Canadian Securities Exchange does a lot of work with MNP, and so it's no surprise, of course, that they would be behind some of this information. Now, behind you, it looks like you have a prop. Can you tell us what that is?
Well, we actually have two props here. The first one is this product which we've designed to make samples more accurate. So the first thing we did within the app is we created a feature in the app where your phone beeps and vibrates when it's time to take a sample. Okay, well, that was a good start, but not everybody can feel their phone beeping and vibrating in their pocket, right? So we said, well, let's do a better job on the scoop itself, and so we created a Bluetooth connected version of the scoop that has a bright LED that flashes when it's time to take a sample, and you just push a button, the scoop talks to the phone, and the app is updated, it knows it's taking a sample. Now, the other thing we've done is we've replaced the scoop, which has never done a good job of sampling, because the moment you touch the outside of the grain flow, the scoop is full, and all the bad stuff's in the outside of the grain flow. Okay, so we created this. This is actually based on a design that was come up with the University of North Dakota, and it's got a slot in it, and you can see kind of an extended bulb. So now when you go across the grain flow, you get a much more perfect or more precise cross-cut sample, which is what you're looking for. So that's the first kind of physical tool and improvement. And there's a manual version of this too. You don't have to go totally high tech. So what the mixer splitter does, or the problem it solves, is that by the time you get back to the shop and you want to split your sample, the sample has been shaken and it's stratified and it's no longer homogeneous, right? So the first thing you do is you dump that into the mixer. It makes sure that the sample gets totally mixed, so you have a completely homogeneous sample. So then when you take this bucket and you dump it in the splitter, it dumps into 4, and you get 4 identical bags. Okay. Now, the digital part of this is that sample record that I created on my phone, and I scanned a barcode on the sample pail in the field. I can click a button in there that says split sample. I can scan all of my bags, and all of my subsamples relate to the primary sample. So I have full traceability and trackability on that sample.
Wow, thank you very much for that. And for more information, check out their website. They're making great things, great products. VeriGrain, I've been your host, Barrington Miller. Find out more and stay tuned for Tech Tuesday, coming to you from Canada's Farm Show.